What's up, everyone? Welcome to Philly Voice Sports Bets. I'm Devin Caney, Eitan Shander, Harry Mays. Guys, happy Friday. Let's dive into NFL first. I don't know if anyone has any Eagles Colts bets or just any game in general coming up this Sunday. I know my bets from last night's Thursday night game did not hit. I had all these Derrick Henry props. I think maybe like Derrick Henry anytime touchdown was the only thing that hit for me last night. So I'm looking to redeem myself come Sunday.
Yeah, I missed out on the over 99 yards. Yeah. Obviously, he was in the 80s somewhere.
I talked you into a ladder. I feel bad.
But Tannehill over half interception hit, and of course the Titans winning was a good one for me. So
yeah, we
not
got
all bad.
3 times over. I mean, start of the week it was 113 we had there. So the money line go 115. Pardon me. And then again, first half plus 2.5 was great. And on the spread at 3.5, I mean, that moved to 3.5. So how could you not hit that if you were already on Tennessee? So it's nice to see that coming. I just want to bring this up because I think a lot of times what we do is reduced down to, did you win or lose a bet? Mm-hmm. And I think when you're doing this long term, like we all are, and when we're involved in this, like the three of us are, there are other issues. There's nuances. There's a process. There's being on the right side of things. And Harry, you know, the PGF or people that we've come into contact with that are much smarter and much more successful, that are actually doing this for a living, will tell you about, you know, did the process work? Did you just get a chance, right? Like that's really what you're betting on, right? A chance for something to happen. So that trail, like that pass to Burks at the end of the game and that pass to Burks at the start of the game, I had him for any time and 2+, and I still stand by those bets because he is this X guy that they have on the team if there's going to be some crazy play. So yeah, those 2 bets didn't hit, and I was disappointed that they didn't hit, but it's not going to be Westbrook or these other guys in that position. It's going to be Burke. So that was the one that didn't hit that I was just not disappointed on. It was like, all right, it was a lotto ticket in the same sense, but the process was there.
I'm with you on that. 2 football observations from last night. It's nice to see Aaron Rodgers finally taking some responsibility for throwing some bad footballs. And also, if the Tennessee Titans can get that kind of offense, somewhat, not even all of what they got last night out of Ryan Tannehill in that passing game, you talk about, Burks, etc., they're going to beat the Eagles. That team is going to be a force by the end of the year if they keep playing on this trajectory.
I mean, they've been the team that I've been worried probably most about coming up on the schedule, just in terms of like run game and well, actually both of those teams, because both of them are much improved from what we saw from the start of the season. I mean, Packers much improved from like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy that I'm saying I'm a little bit nervous for the Eagles to play the Colts simply because of Jonathan Taylor, but I don't know how you guys are feeling about that game.
I'm staying away from that game. I'm staying
me too.
Away from that game.
Me too.
Oh, that's look, I'll
it's not you. You still what do you want?
I think there are some angles here.
You'll find something.
By the way, the Titans, I'm just trying to figure out what the Titans are to win the best odds for them to win. So maybe Cherico can help us and find. I need AFC and I need Super Bowl for the Titans.
Well, if I'm
a lot of value is gone.
If I'm the Buffalo Bills, I'm very wary of the Tennessee Titans because they're the type of team that can come into Buffalo. They play the way they play, and if they don't turn the ball over, they can beat Buffalo in Buffalo, and so could Baltimore. So
Baltimore and Tennessee, I think, are the two. Like Kansas City can be beaten by either Baltimore or Tennessee right now. All right, so I'll be the only one to dive into the pool here. I'll tell you how the water is, and that's fine. Look, I think there are angles here to play, and one specific is, and I think both of you are on the right path here, which is this is a stay away game. Mm-hmm. It's Jeff Saturday. There's volatility. The Philadelphia Eagles are only 1-3. Or are they 1-4? They are 1-3 against the spread on the road this year. They're 4-0 straight up, but they're 1-3. The line has dipped a little bit. Here's what I do like. Matt Ryan, 12 turnovers in 8 games. So the only prop that I played, and I think what you can do, and I'll talk you through this right now because it's the way to go here, is Matt Ryan over a half interception. Yeah, now that's at minus 145 right now. So you're going to have to, if you bet $50, you're basically betting $75 what have you, to win 50. What you can do
Ladder.
is simply just same game parlay this.
Oh, okay.
Take the Eagles to win on the money line and take 1+ interception for Matt Ryan.
One plus?
Really what?
1+ or just over a half?
It's the same thing.
Okay.
So
right.
a lot of times the same game parlay, like DraftKings, for example, the bet would be over a half interception, but when you go to the same game parlay, it's 1+. So just, be careful here how you're betting it. But that would be the only thing. Look, it's at 7 on DK, 6.5 is fine, but I'm with you. Like, it's still a pretty big one here. The Eagles don't lose this game.
Yeah.
So I think the big play is just Matt Ryan. Now, it's not up there right now, so it's been taken down, those sons of...
Or tease them down to a half and then throw it in with something else.
Well, if you want to tease... All right,
like
if you
Jets
want to tease,
plus 9.5. Oh, my.
I mean, the Bills are a good teaser piece, and I think the Ravens are a good teaser piece.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to do that, why not just tease that, right?
Yeah.
But neither one of you want anything to do with the Eagles.
No.
Well, this isn't even like a bet on the Eagles, but I like the Matt Ryan interception, maybe even Eagles defense, special teams, touchdown. But there is just so much unknown because it's Jeff Saturday. It's his second game. And yes, he beat the Raiders, which I don't really count as a super great feat. The Raiders are just a mess. And I think the Eagles had a bad game, as we all saw, against the Commanders, and they're going to want to bounce back. But they're also without Dallas Goedert. They're also facing Jonathan Taylor. They did add 2 new defensive players, but their rush defense still isn't great.
But they're not new. They're old guys.
Old players.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if they're definitely going to play. I don't know if we've gotten confirmation on that.
Who
But
knows?
there's just a lot of unknowns in this one for the Eagles for me to confidently pick a side.
I think Joseph plays. I don't think Sue. No way Sue plays.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. By the way, plus 1250 for the Titans to win the AFC. Sign me up for that, because that's only going to dip, especially if that's assume you're taking the Titans to not only win the AFC, you're taking the Titans to also beat the Eagles in that sense, because if they do, those odds will dip significantly. I think, this game as a whole, I'm with you where you're looking at so much volatility with this Eagles team. I do think, though, that these guys on defense, well, I don't know. That's not going to impact the game, because we'll wait for the following week when we know that Sue and Joseph are playing together. But it makes sense. All right. Yeah. That's the only thing I'm really running with on the Eagles game. I think the NFL this week, though, Devin, has a lot of opportunity. It's just our game kind of sucks.
Yeah. Our game kind of sucks. But I mean, there are a few other games that I'm interested in, including Bears, Falcons, both teams running all over each other. Jets, Pats. I think Jets are going to win that one. I don't know what games. Cowboys, Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on both of those.
It's hard to choose who I want to win in that one. What are you guys looking at in terms of this week's NFL games?
Well, I got Dallas. I said earlier this week at minus 120 on the money line. Looked at it today. It was the same. Baltimore, I have at minus 12. It's now minus 13, but I'm going to roll that into a teaser as well with the Jets. Baltimore minus 7 and the Jets plus 9.5. And I like the Jets on the money line at plus 145. I agree with you, Devin. I think it's their week to finally get over the New England Patriot hump. This is a different Jets team.
Yeah, but it's the same quarterback. All right. And let me say this. I cashed out. I don't know. Did we talk about this on Wednesday?
No, you cashed out. You sent me a text about the Vikings game.
I did. So I looked a little deeper here. There's something that jumped out at me about Dak Prescott. And this is for the I don't know. Think of the biggest cowboy. Whenever I think of the biggest cowboy hater ever, I think of Rob Ellis, because we all love Rob. We all go back forever with Rob. And I did a show one time with Rob where he was just saying how extra he would go. It could be somebody wearing the colors, and it wouldn't even be a star. It could be like a square, and it could say Dallas on it. And it was just this level of hatred. So not even that level of hater could come down on what Dak has done on back-to-back or third leg of road games. And he's 16-5 straight up, 16-4-1 against the spread when playing on the road in 2 or 3 consecutive road games, with a TD interception ratio of 33-15. Dak is the difference. Here's the other thing. Dallas beat Minnesota at Minnesota last year with Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
They beat Minnesota in 2020. Do you remember with who?
No.
The Red Rifle. Andy
Dalton.
Really?
Andy Dalton and the eyebrows?
Yes,
Oh,
Mr.
my goodness.
Eyebrows.
Wow.
Absolutely. So with all of that, then you add in here with Dak Prescott. So I am on Dallas now, Harry. I made that rectification, if I can even use that term, a creative term. And I'm now on Dallas -1.5. Also, I jumped on this as well with Dak Prescott, 2+ pass touchdowns. Now, again, it's -140. But the numbers would tell you that he's going to throw 2 TDs in this scenario on the road in back-to-back or 3 straight games. So just something to keep in mind here. That defense could swallow up Dalvin Cook. Dallas has become my favorite play of the week.
Yes.
Wow.
I love it.
Honestly, like, I never want Dallas to win. I don't know. Because it would kind of quiet the Minnesota is now the best team in the league people and that even though the Eagles beat them, but then it would kind of strengthen the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, no doubt about it. Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, can they both lose that game?
Stephen A will be wearing his black hat.
Oh, it'll be
all week on that stupid show nobody watches.
It'd be bad. So real quick, because I'm on an island on this Jets-Patriots game.
You are.
And I was the one who made the comment right earlier in the week, and you said this is not your grandfather's Jets team, and then we said, well, it's not even our Jets team, like the team that we grew up with. Zach Wilson, like, this doesn't concern you all. Zach Wilson is 0-3 straight up against the spread versus this same New England team, and in those 3 games, he's got a TD to interception ratio of 2-7. The same games, Mac Jones is 4-1 with his TD and interception ratio. And here's the thing. These 2 teams, like Harry, Devin, come on. We're looking at lines here. We're trying to react to what's going on with lines. The same 2 teams just played in New York a couple of weeks ago, and New England was favored by 3. And now, after winning 2 straight games and only allowing 20 points in that stretch, they're still only favored by 3. Something's off here. I'm sorry.
Well, the Jets are hot. They're I mean, both teams are, stronger, I think, than at least like they were. The Pats team has gone through ups and downs, obviously, with Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones being injured, whatnot. But I just don't think that Bill Belichick is coaching the way he used to coach, or maybe it's just he's being exposed now that he doesn't have Tom Brady. I like the Jets. I think they're on a roll. They're going to ride the momentum. I think that they are finally going to get the best of the Patriots.
The Jets have reversed the juju.
They have.
They've reversed the juju. Yes.
Based off of what? They just lost to the Patriots.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, I can't wait.
I also think part of it is because I just still hate the
You don't want it. Yeah, I get it.
Belichick, and I want the Jets to win.
See, that's interesting, right? Because both of you, I think, are on the opposite end of it. Harry loves himself some Bill, and you, like a lot of people here, hate yourself some Bill. Yet you're both on the same side of this game.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. All right, any other NFL plays, or do we want to dive into NBA?
We got a little college too, but
college World Cup. When does the World Cup start? Saturday.
It starts Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Real quick though, in the NFL, just to get this out. So I did play this here. Zach Wilson to throw an interception, parlayed with New England money line. So take that.
Okay.
What about Mac Jones to throw an interception?
Yeah.
That's what I like most about this Jets team is they have Sauce Gardner. Their secondary is so good.
Yeah, look, I go back to Jones hasn't really thrown in the 3 games. He's only thrown the 1 pick. So I don't you're right. Like this is where both of you I don't think are giving enough credit to the New England staff here. You don't think that they know who's on the other side? Like they're telling Mac Jones, dude, don't screw this up. Like, they're not going to have Mac Jones throw the ball 50 yards down the field to Nelson Aguilar, Jacoby Myers. So you're right. Like, he should throw a pick. But I think the game plan will work around that.
All right.
All right, last one for me.
I'm just fantasizing right now about playing golf at Sankaty Private Club on Nantucket with Bill Belichick, and he plays in blue jeans. That would be an afternoon for the ages.
Is that why you like Bill Belichick?
No. I love greatness. I love greatness.
All right.
Last one for me in the NBA or the NFL. I'm on the Rams, by the way, plus 3.5.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Things I never thought I'd hear.
Wow.
Yep, absolutely. Oh yeah. I mean, I think this. I'll take look, this is about coaching, is it not? Like, this game comes down to coaching. So you look at who's on the opposite end of the sideline here, and you want me to take Dennis Allen? No.
Yeah.
I'll take the hook.
Yeah.
All right.
Fair. I like that. Okay. College football, college
Yeah.
players, Harry. I know
Go
you
ahead,
got
Aaron.
Yeah, I've been on Baylor plus 2.5 and plus 120 on the money liner from earlier in the week. It's now down to plus 110 as of this morning. USC, UCLA over 73.5 from early in the week. It's now 76. And I jumped on Oklahoma State, Oklahoma over 66.5 in the Bedlam game. Both those teams stink, but they're both going to score a hell of a lot of points.
I can see that. I think that's a good one there. That last total. I got Baylor 2.5 yesterday. What's today? The 18th. So the 17th, it was still there. And again, 3 is not the key number you want in college now. It's definitely 2. So 2.5 is like 3.5 in the NFL. I'm fine with Baylor there. No love for the Frogs.
No.
And look,
I hate frogs.
Exactly. So it's a week-to-week thing. We've been on TCU, but this is it for the Frogs. Arkansas is surprisingly sharp in their final home game of the year. So I took them on the money line plus 115. My upset of the week, I was so tempted to take them outright, but I'm just going to cowardly take the points. Western Kentucky plus 5.5 at Auburn. I think they have a shot to go in and beat.
Wow,
Auburn.
without Bailey Zappi.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, without Bailey Zappi. Last one for me. Well, Oregon on the money line, it's even money. I'll take Oregon. That's fine there. Last one for me, though. I love Illinois plus 18 this week.
Against Michigan.
Right? I mean, come on. Michigan has the game of games
next
following
week.
This week. And Illinois is sneaky good. They still have that really good defense. 18 points seems like a lot, but I think it's going to be tight. I'll still take Illinois.
Yeah, I like that. I like that reasoning, too. And I'll tell you that Ole Miss-Arkansas game, very strange now because there's rumors coming out that Lane Kiffin has already accepted the Auburn job. So you don't know what kind of effort you're going to get out of his kids against Arkansas.
Our producer, Matt Cherico, says TCU -2. No, you know what? Can we just bring Cherico in because he has NBA bets?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Do that, but Cherico.
Do it, brother. Do it.
I'm here. I am here. And honestly, I was a little sad. I was on the Horned Frogs hype for a little bit. So it's unfortunate seeing that it comes to an end.
Don't hate the
We would have had
game.
Arkansas last week if
Hate the hype.
quarterback doesn't go down. And what happened in warm-ups?
Yeah, he got hurt before the game, I think. And he's the whole offense.
Right. Well, the backup isn't terrible, but I mean, you're right.
Yeah. All right, Jericho.
Yeah, I got 2 NBA plays for you today. And unfortunately, one of them is preying on the downfall of the 76ers.
No, take them on the money line. Go ahead. Take Milwaukee on the money line.
Well, not only that, but looking at the rebounding statistics, the Sixers are the second worst rebounding team in the league right now. And Milwaukee is actually sitting statistically at the best. So I have Giannis tonight going over 11.5 rebounds for plus money, plus 110. I really like that. I think he's just going to dominate the 4 or 5 spot all game in terms of both sides. So I'm all over that tonight.
Let me tell you something. This game screams Brooke Lopez 3-ladder. The Sixers can't. That's not going to be up yet, right? Because we still need to see who's in, Grayson Allen, etc. But Brooke Lopez is thriving right now with the spacing. Without a guy like Chris Middleton to clog shit up, Drew Holiday back or not doesn't do anything to mess with Lopez mojo here. This is a great opponent for a guy like Brooke who can just post up on the outside.
They can't cover guards off the 3-point line.
They sure as hell not going to cover a 7-footer, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly. No SGA points, rebounds, assists tonight. Is he not playing?
Not only did yours hit, but did they not win that game too?
They did. They won.
So there you have it. We gave you 2 big SGA props on this show on Wednesday. Bang.
Yeah, no doubt.
Nobody hits on the Oklahoma City Thunder like this show.
Nobody.
Exactly.
Nobody.
Oh,
exactly.
Harry, as soon as he's done, wait, before we get out of here, I have not 1 but 3 City 6 games for you before we get out.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm taking LaSalle over Wake. Is that one of them?
No.
Oh.
Well, and speaking of SGA, I was looking at his line because I'm a big points, rebounds, and assists fan for him. But his is kind of getting inflated. Now Vegas is catching on a little bit. Yep, it's moved. It was 37.5. That's what I used to catch it on. It's now 42.5. So big difference there. I'm going to stay away just for tonight, scope things out, see how it goes. But another play I really did like was Zach LaVine, over 2.5 3-pointers against the Magic. Their perimeter defense is not exactly what it used to be. They don't
They're
really
terrible.
have guards out there. So
Yeah.
I really like Zach to put up 3 tonight. The Bulls love to stay on the perimeter, and I can't see him wanting to drive and contest Mo Bamba, Bol, those guys down in the paint. So I think they're going to stay on the perimeter and just shot chuck all night.
I like that, man.
How
There's
about
a really
that
good
interior?
angle
Mo
in the
Bamba,
NBA
Bol
tonight in this Heat Wizards game. Bol.
Mo Bamba and Bol. That's a hell of an interior.
Under 1.5 threes. I mean, you could theoretically parlay all 3 of these, and I would be fine with it. I'd probably stay away from Kuzma. But if you go under Beal, Porzingis, and Kuzma made threes, that's plus 451 on FanDuel. You just want to take Kuzma out and go under 1.5, under 2.5. That's a plus 172 same game parlay for those 2 legs. That's fine with me. Why? Because the Miami Heat started out in the NBA awful defending the perimeter. They look like a shell of a Division III team, like Gettysburg out there defending the 3. But they've picked things up because they're a good defensive team. They just had a ridiculously slow start. Washington is on fire right now. This is a perfect opportunity to throw a blanket over that Heat, and I would go under Beal and Porzingis made threes.
Wow.
I like that, especially with Kyle Kuzma.
like
I mean,
it.
we saw he had a career game the other day. So
Yeah.
I
I
like
mean,
it.
add Kuz if you want, but I think the problem I have with him, though, Matt, is I think he's going to have the volume of the 3 of them.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well,
He has the best chance. I'd stay away from him, if anybody, for sure.
World
I'm
Cup.
sitting here tailing you guys on these. I don't see the Giannis rebounds are not on FanDuel, but I will need
It's
to
not yet, but they're coming. I use
Okay.
I don't know if I could drop a hashtag ad, but
Yeah,
this
go
app
ahead.
called BetStamp. It actually gives me the best lines across 11 to 15 different sports books, and it'll tell you if they have different lines. So, like I was looking previously at SGA's line, and that was at 42.5 on like 4 out of the 5 books, and one of them had it at 40.5 for a little bit lesser odds. So I could pick and choose there, but the NBA props have been so bad with the time that they're getting released. I know Aton's
awful.
probably struggling
Awful.
with
The
it too.
NBA is,
What is it? Very late?
Oh,
Like
so
close
late.
to the tip?
Guys are getting ruled out. Guys are out. Like Denver tonight. If you want, you can go under 103.5 for their team total because their top 3 guys are out with either COVID or the bleeps. If you
COVID.
will.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, health and safety.
You're not taking LaSalle, are you? Now I'm looking at LaSalle.
Well, that
plus
line looks a
7.5.
little short to me. That's got to be a neutral site game. It's got to be one of these
It
tournament
is.
things.
It is.
But man, that line's a little tight. I tell you, they've been playing well under Dunphy early
No, they
on.
have been. God, I'm going to take the 7.5, but I hate you for this because this was not on my radar.
Oh, what are the other ones?
All right, I'll go real quick. I know we got to get out of here. All right, we talked about this. Temple is playing at the Mohegan Sun, right?
Sun.
Uncasville, Connecticut,
Yep.
taking on Rutgers. This used to be a battle between these 2 teams.
Yeah,
way back
when you
when.
go to the rack and then
Yep.
they come to the Liacouras Center or McGonigal Hall.
Look, we talked about this, and I think it was you who specifically said it, just how disappointing. Like, I'm blown away.
They've got a problem.
They can't defend anybody.
No,
like
they can't.
The 4 of us would put up 65, 70 points on Temple. I don't care if Battle's out there or not.
No, but Battle is a problem. There's a problem going on with that,
He
with him and
benched
that team. Yeah,
Right.
and he should have benched him.
So-
The kid wants to just chuck threes on his own. He doesn't give a shit about playing for the team, and he doesn't play any defense. He came up under John Chaney. That's what happens. Sit the bench, transfer if you want. Sayonara.
I love
the way it
McKee.
is.
Nothing but
No
business
bullshit.
here. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. He'll lose that. He's got NBA money. He'll lose
Dude,
that job.
John
Just
Chaney
like
would
you.
lose games intentionally and doing that stuff just to send a message to the
He'd
rest
send
of the
Nehemiah
team.
Ingram out for 5
Yeah.
minutes. All right, I'm going over 130.5 in this game against Rutgers because I do think Temple's going to be able to score a little bit. Rutgers is going to do whatever the hell they want. Rutgers will be in the 80s, so I'm over 130.5. On the flip side, Bob Huggins, all right, Huggy Bear needs this win to tie all time, etc. West Virginia is going to knock off Penn. But I don't think that this is going – Penn I don't think is going to score a lot, and I don't think West Virginia is going to overly exert themselves either. It's going to do enough to get the win. Huggins isn't going to have these kids celebrating from the rafters after they beat Penn. I'm going under 143.5 in that game. Last game, I hate to do it to Kyle Neptune, but this is not, all right, Monmouth basketball here. Under 62.5 team total points for Nova at Michigan State. following a Michigan State team that has found themselves after a double overtime victory over Kentucky. So there you have it.
All right, I like it. World Cup, Qatar and Ecuador. We're hearing rumors that it's already been fixed for over $7 million, so Qatar can win a game. So I'm staying the hell away from that game. I don't care what happens. But I will take Monday morning the 3 Lions. I will take England. I'll lay the 275 to beat Iran. They finished 4th in the World Cup back in 2018. They haven't won a stinking cup since 1966 when it was in London. Or in England. So I'm going to take England. I think they'll end up getting out of this group. I'll take them over Iran. Yeah, how about that? There's rumors that $7+ million have been exchanged already to players on Ecuador to throw the game.
It's amazing.
What a sport.
You've got a multi-billion-dollar organization that comes around every 4 years that the entire world is behind, and we see evidence of this being fixed, yet nobody would believe that the Panthers-Browns game at 1 o'clock on a Sunday is fixed. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Doesn't matter. I'll still bet it, even if you told me it was fixed.
It would have to be a rogue official in the NFL, just like the NBA back in the day.
Good luck to everybody out there this week.
Have a great weekend.
All right, guys. Best of luck. Hopefully all of your bets hit. And see you Monday.